go straight to the questions. You first, anyone?
Can I just ask, there were a few times where it sounded like the crowd were calling out. Just wondered how hard that is to deal with in the moment, and whether you start thinking about that as a player, that it might happen at any point.
I don't know. I don't know what kind of situation you're referring to, but I mean, there was several. But I mean, it is what it is. You know, it's excitement from the crowd as well. I mean, I understand that, you know, people sometimes in the heat of the moment in the battle, like the one tonight, get excited during the point, and you know, maybe between the points, and they just excited, and that's it. You know, I don't judge, criticize anybody. It's just, it was an incredible match to be part of on the court, and also I'm sure for the people watching in the stadium.
What made a difference in the end, you think?
One point. Yeah, 1 point.
Can you just describe that amazing point that?
Yeah, I mean, it cost me a break after. You know, it was great winning that point in that game, but I just like ran completely out of the gas and just started to feel a bit better towards the basically end of the third, and he played a sloppy game to close it out, 5-4, and I got the crowd, backing me, and I felt the energy, and I was like, maybe I'm gonna take this one, and it was so close. I mean, just an unfortunate few mistakes from my side. Tie break for 3 up, 5-all as well. But that's tennis.
Novak, you actually won one more point, but what did you make of Jack's level, given that he's relatively early in his comeback?
I don't think there's any major difference in his level from what he has, shown pre-injury. I mean, he's been playing on a great level, actually. I've watched him a little bit, some highlights in Dubai that he has played there a few matches, and here, obviously defending champion, he really likes the conditions and suiting his game, and you could see that. So, I mean, he's playing really well. I mean, he's confident, and he was always confident and physically, very fit. Just overall a great player, a great guy, and wish him all the best to the rest of the tournament.
Anything else?
Just want to know, overall, how you kind of assess this tournament.
I don't know. I mean, a bitter feeling right now, losing the match like this, but proud of myself for fighting and really giving it all on the court. That's for sure. That's the one thing that I'll take as a highlight. Just the fact of not giving up and trying. I mean, obviously, I lost to a great player, and it was really such an even match throughout the entire 2.5 hours. But yeah, just a bit disappointed, of course, with getting off the court, fresh off the court. It is okay. I mean, I wish I could have done better, but it was a good fight.
Okay, we're moving.
Kako dole, nakon gospoda, stvarno klinac od Srbije, u ime svih ljubitelja tenisa za ovakav meč, i eto i zbog kolega koji na YouTube-u prate sad, pa su malo komentari koliko se imao problema i sa disanjem ili sa stomakom.
Ja, stomak više, stomak je onda pravi probleme s disanjem i tako, s stomakom malo i... dobro, mislim, ne bi sad o tome da pričam, ostaje žal, naravno, za ovakvim porazom, stvarno, jedan poen, par udaraca je odlučilo danas pobednika, eto, nisam ni znao za statistiku da sam osvojio 1 poen više od današnjeg protivnika, ali stvarno, eto, razočarenje ostaje jer sam dao sve od sebe i vratio se u meč kad je servirao on da pobedi trećem i publika je bila sjajna i stvarno ova atmosfera neverovatna, najbolji meč ovog turnira sigurno. Čestitam mu stvarno, ostao je smiren do kraja. Šteta stvarno, sad kad premotam film da uvek je čovjek pametniji, jel tako, i mudriji nakon borbe, ali šta je tu je. Imao sam puno pobjeda ovakvih u životu i poraza također. Nažalost, tako je kako idemo dalje.
Posle 10 godina se vratio u četvrtfinale.
Pa nisam u četvrtfinalu, u osminu finala, ali sam uspeo dva meča za redom pobjedim, tako da to je pozitivna stvar, ali za moje očekivanja i nekako i moje standarde nije dovoljno. Hvala puno.
Congrats on the hard-fought win. Can you just sum up the match, please?
Yeah, it was a crazy match. I think both of us gave it our all. I think from my side, started off like a bit passive, and then as the match went on, I definitely was able to be more aggressive and take control of the points on my terms. But just overwhelmed to obviously beat Novak, someone I'd watched and admired and idolised since I was a kid. So just very grateful to be in this situation and go again tomorrow.
Well done, Jack. What were you thinking and how were you able to reset after not serving it out?
Yeah, I don't know, that game went very quickly. Obviously not ideal by any means. I think I'll blame a little bit the time I've had out of the game on that one. It's one thing obviously serving out a match against a top player, but when it's Novak, it's even more difficult. Like I said in the first question, someone I've been just watching since I was a kid, and when you're kind of serving out matches, especially at this level, you kind of have something to go by your last matches or last tournaments. I haven't really had that, so more than anything, I'm proud of the way I was able to regroup. I played a good game in 6-5 on my serve and played a good tiebreak as well. So that's something I can be proud of, and I'll obviously take the experience of what happened at 5-4 and use that for what's to come.
Jack, well played. What are your thoughts about that point at 30-all in the first game? It was pretty electrifying, and after that, did you get a sense that maybe your window to take over in the set was right at that moment?
Yeah, I think it was a really important point because I felt like it's not easy to do 4 big sprints in a point. I think the drop shots I hit were decent, so drop shot lobbed. It was like a conditioning session for him in that point, and it was already a physical match at that point, and I felt the repercussions of that point, and I knew that the next point again I had to be really, really solid to back it up, and I felt like it set the tone for the set for me, for sure, even though I lost the point. So saying that, you never know, Novak, he's going to come and he's always going to be at you. So it was a lot of fun, a lot of good points in there, and full respect for him. Yeah.
Jack, just considering all the variables coming into this tournament, how surprised are you just in terms of fitness and match readiness and that you're where you are?
Yeah, I'm really really proud of where I'm at with my game. I was saying to my coach, I still think my level could be a lot better, to be honest. Not so much with the tennis, but more my mentality on the court. It's, for instance, last year playing a lot of matches, and you just get confident in knowing what to do in the big moments and knowing how to commit to the tennis you want to play. And it's tough when you haven't been on the match court for a while, especially against top players in the world again. They make you feel uncomfortable, and when you sort of, I'm still learning about my game identity on the match court again. So I think these matches are incredibly important to come through, though, because they're the sort of matches you look back on and you think, oh, I came through that one, I was able to give myself another opportunity to play another match against another top player the next day. And all these are really, even though today's a big win, it's also a small win in my recovery and coming back to playing and being the type of player I want to become.
What was the mindset going into the tiebreaker and on the match, the 6-5 point when you leaned on the towel box? Were you going to get sick? Were you dizzy? Were you feeling okay? What
Yeah, I mean, I think the mindset going into the tiebreak was that I needed to be brave. I needed to keep good speed on my ball. I think the point of 6-5, yeah, I mean, it was a really physical match. Also very emotionally draining. When you're playing a tight match like that, there's a lot of variables going on, and I think physically I handled it really, really well. And also just, yeah, like I said, just mentally being in these positions again, it's even more tiring when you haven't done it for a while, and you're just getting used to all those feelings again. So yeah, I was proud of the tiebreak I played and the way I was able to, you know, stick in there. I think I hit a really good backhand line at 4-all maybe. So yeah, I think a lot to learn and grow from that performance.
Would love to know what you thought of Novak's level, given where he's at in his career, age of 38, and how was it to face what he was throwing at you tonight?
Yeah, I mean, I think, look, I know that he's maybe struggled a little bit in Indian Wells. You know, in the last few years, maybe he's not quite playing his best level, but you know, he's still an incredible competitor and someone who gives it his absolutely all every single match. And whenever I don't watch a lot of tennis when I'm away from the game, but whenever he's playing, I'm always watching, always admiring. You know, he's always got something in the locker when he comes out with it. So I think it was like a tough match, and to be playing the way he is at 39, is it? 38, and to have all the tennis he's had behind him, and you know, I think we're all very grateful that he's still out here on the tour and still giving it his absolute all. And it's nice for us young guys to still have someone who is a great to really look up to, and to yeah, I don't know. I just have so much respect for Novak, and to come through today, it's something I can't describe.
Yep.